Here's the next part of my story that I like to call Chapter 4: The Noticed Abilities and the Next Downfall in Life. Before I get to the next sad part of my life, let me tell you a little bit about myself after my life change. I have discovered certain abilities about myself that I never knew I had. I could feel emotions and energy from other people. I could tell if a person is happy, sad, or mad without having an expression on their face. I could sense all the emotions from a person and know how much of each emotion is being used by putting the emotions into a percentage amount. I have tested this ability with 15 friends of mine and surprised them all by how accurate I was, and each result came out differently. Amazingly, I could even sense emotions from friends when talking to them over a computer. Having this ability really helped me with helping others from depression. I guess that from all the suffering that I had been through most of my life had gave me that gift. Either that or by going through a near-death experience when I was born. When I was born, my mom had a cesarean, and I was born a blue baby. I wasn't getting enough oxygen and nutrition in my system, and I was rushed to the nursery and was given CPR. I came close to death several times in my life, even from being born. Sometimes I had thoughts that God almost had second thoughts about me being born. It could mean that I could do a lot of good for the world, or do a lot of bad. Here comes the downfall in my life. The biggest downfall was graduation. At this time I was 17, and it was getting to the end of 12th grade, the final year of school. The girl that saved my life, I came out and told her that I loved her, and there was no response back. It seemed like she started to avoid me after telling her. We didn't talk much anymore afterwards, and it really did break my heart. But the biggest thing that scared me of all was that school was coming to an end, and all my friends would be leaving for college. And not only that, the youth group that I was in was only for middle and high school students, which means no youth group for me anymore. That crushed my heart big time. To me, it was like finally finding my happiness in life and finally starting to enjoy my life. And now all that happiness would soon be coming to an end. After I graduated, I became alone again, and I was scared that I have no future since it's hard for me to meet people from knowing how shy of a person I am. Most of my life, I was a completely shy person, and I was afraid to even use a phone. I even had a hard time calling for a pizza on the phone because of how shy I was. Graduation can make some people happy and can make others afraid. And I know it's hard to meet others if you're shy, and can sometimes make life a lot more difficult to live. Later on, I have found a way to cure my shyness. One cure is by challenging myself to the limit and get a job at a retail store that involves a lot of people. By having a lot of contact and communication with customers, it really helped me out with my shyness. Another cure is by taking things slow, by talking to kind people on the computer and get to know them. And if they're trustworthy enough, then sometimes in your life you can meet them.